Alright, hi guys. We're finally back with another episode of Key with the Tea. Because I was gone for my family reunion. I went to Oklahoma for a little while, so that's another reason. Also, while I was gone, I actually didn't record anything before I left. But we'll get into that too. I'll tell you how the family reunion went and everything. Also, how's everybody's pregnancy going? I know that mine's is. It feels long. I'm only 13 weeks right now, but I'm ready to just be in labor. I'm not even gonna lie. So I want you guys to tell me how yours is going. I know a lot of women are pregnant right now, like it's something in the water. So y'all just comment, tell me how y'all is going. Tell me if you're tired, sick, or if you just are just excited about it and it's going good overall. But let's take it out of the serious note right now. We're gonna get into my family reunion. And this is what I really want to talk about, okay? I was gone. I went to my family reunion because, a lot of our family's old. They're not going to see too many more family reunions like this. This is probably going to be a lot of their last reunions. So I decided, I'm going to go to my family reunion, support my grandma because she's throwing it and everything. She did ask us all to pay $50 a head to help her pay for this family reunion, and we did. We paid her $50 each to go. And yeah, I planned on it being a good little road trip. And in the beginning, I didn't really know who I was going to drive with. So I was like, calling my family, seeing who was all going. At the end of the day, I realized that not too many of our family here in Denver were going. My aunt was driving down there and she needed me to help. This is where it all started, guys, was the drive down there. The drive down there. Okay, let's get it started. My cousin. She's an alcoholic. I get there, she's already drunk. We're packing up the car. The rental went wrong. She was supposed to get a rental that was going to fit all of us and all these kids too. That didn't end up happening, so we ended up having to pack into her little Honda. I don't know what kind of car. Hyundai or a little, it's a little 5-6 seater or whatever, no trunk space. We ended up having to squeeze up in there. Mind you, all of our stuff is not even fitting. That's how it already started off going down the wrong path. So I get there, my cousin's drunk. We taking off, we getting all the kids in the car, get everything ready. Y'all know how road trips go. Everybody's disorganized. Everybody's trying to get all their stuff together. We trying to get snacks, all that stuff. We get in the car. We on the road. Already, my auntie's yelling at my cousin because she's drunk. Ugh, you just drunk. You smell like liquor. You just acting stupid. Just hush, just hush. So they already arguing and stuff on the way down there. So she's not even that drunk. Also, I found out because I didn't know at first. I'm so bad at birthdays. It was her birthday, so she already drunk. She's not ready about that. But she ain't even really that drunk to be annoying. My auntie's just being dramatic. Mind you, all the kids are in the car yelling. I got my daughter and all of my cousins, 4 kids as well. They in the back. And then my cousin is following us behind with her baby daddy and her son and the Tesla behind us. So we're all in the Honda and they in the Tesla behind us. They got to keep stopping to charge and stuff, so they already like 2 hours behind us. So it's just us, really, So they're arguing or whatever. So I decided, I'm gonna get a little bit of sleep. I'm just gonna rest, just in case she asked me to drive down there with her so I could help her drive because she's like, well, I'm old, I can't do this whole drive by myself. So I'm like, okay, I'll help you drive. So I'm like, well, while she's driving, I'm gonna get a couple hours of sleep, so I can get ready to drive. I'm trying to go to sleep. Whole time she's just yelling at the kids, hey! Y'all being too loud, and she's yelling at my cousin. She over there drunk, so she's yelling at her. So they over there arguing. I can't even sleep because I just hear her yelling in my ear the whole time. So I'm like, okay, let me just wake up. I ain't gonna get no sleep or whatever. Finally, everybody in the car goes to sleep. So I'm like, period. I'm about to go to sleep. Give me an hour or two. I don't know how long I fell asleep. Maybe like an hour. By the time I woke up, we lost. She waking me up. Wake up. I'm like, what? She's like, I need you to put on the GPS. I'm like, GPS? She's like, yeah, because you're supposed to be helping me. You're supposed to be awake helping me. I'm like, helping you do what? Mind you, she already drove half the way now. Like, she obviously don't want me to drive. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm just gonna, like I said, go to sleep. I'm not gonna be awake. She wanted me to stay awake with her so I can read the signs for her because she can't see the signs, so she done got us lost. She done passed up the sign that says Oklahoma. So she mad at me because I'm supposed to stay awake and help her read the signs. No, that's not what we agreed to, ma'am. Lady, you old bat. I agreed to help you drive, and you over here want to drive the whole way, but then get mad when I fell asleep for an hour because you done got us lost. well, you wouldn't have done no better anyway. You wouldn't have done. Yes, I would have done better, Linda, because I would have had the GPS on and we've already been there in 8 hours like I did last time. You're not the only person that could drive to Oklahoma. We've all done it too. I don't need no GPS. I do this drive all the time. Well, why are we lost, Linda? Auntie Linda, why are we lost then if you know your way? So now you're mad at me because I done went to sleep. Yes, because I couldn't go to sleep earlier because you were yelling in my face, and then I'm pregnant, so I'm gonna go to sleep if you don't want me to drive. I didn't come out all the way out here to stay awake to help you read signs. If you can't read signs, you shouldn't be driving, Linda. Anyway, so we got it on the GPS. Now we're on the right track. We're going or whatever. But she got to pee now. She got to pee. So I'm like, okay, we've all been on a road trip. If there's no bathrooms around, mind you, it's dark as fuck, and I don't see no bathroom coming up at all. I'm looking at the signs. I don't see no near bathroom, and she's old, so she can't hold it that long. We've all peed on the side of the road on the road trip, no? We've all done that, right? Honey, I ain't doing that no more. You ain't never peed on the road until well, I don't do that no more. That was a long time ago. Now just hush. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Just read the signs and find me a bathroom. Okay, fine. I'm gonna find your bathroom. So we go. It says that there's a bathroom on the sign, but I don't see no fucking lights over there. I'm looking. I'm like, it's dark as fuck. I don't think there's no thing. And the sign says it's a sign. Just hush. Okay, fine. We go over there. Ain't no fuck. The road is closed. In Oklahoma, going to Oklahoma ain't just no, oh, we just gonna spin around, get back on the. No. You gotta drive miles to get back to the entrance of the fucking highway if you missed your turn or whatever. We done turned all the way off. The road's closed. There's no fucking bathroom over there. Now we gotta drive miles and miles. So now she's mad about that. So she's like, well, I can't hold it no more. So she ended up having to pull over and doing exactly what I said. You're gonna have to use the bathroom out here. There's nobody out here. There's nothing. Just go and pee. By the time she done did that, she done fucking peed on herself. Now she mad about that. I done peed on myself. Okay, well, there. We can't even check into the Airbnb until 3. It's 7 in the morning. So I'm like, all right, so you're not going to call them and try to see if we could check in early? Like, I'm sure nobody really, this is like Oklahoma. I'm sure they haven't rented it out. I'm sure it's ready for us to come early. No, they said 3 o'clock. They said 3 o'clock. She always likes to argue a lot before she does anything. So, also, my cousin Shauna's like, well, yeah, maybe you should call them and check. Now she wants to call and check now because everybody's like, well, yeah, you should call. She calls and checks or whatever. They're like, oh, yeah, you can come early. So we get there early. We go up in there. Mind you, my cousin is behind us. She's in her Tesla and has to charge every 2 hours for 30 minutes at the stations. So she's like hours and hours behind us. So by the time we get to the Airbnb, we're all like choosing our rooms and shit. I'm like, for me, I feel like it should be first come, first serve because Auntie Linda's the only one who paid for any fucking thing. Nobody paid for anything. Nobody put in on the Airbnb. Nobody did shit. So for me, I feel like it should be first come, first serve. So I get there. I'm like, okay, yeah, I want this bed, because I want a room with the actual bed because I'm pregnant. I also have a kid. Yeah, her big ass has a kid too, but she'd be fine with a pull out. Bitch, that's how we do it. Like, I'm your elder, so you should have just been like, okay, whatever. We get to the Airbnb. We're all getting in our rooms. We have all this shit in our rooms. My grandma calls me and is like, oh, I need you guys to come help me set up the space for the event. This is our first event of the family reunion, so nobody's really helping my grandma. So we're like, okay, me and my cousin Shauna go and help her set up the event. So we're over there for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, helping set up. I come back and Asia's there, but she's like looking all mad or whatever. So Auntie Linda's there. Oh, well, Asia didn't like her room. She didn't want that room that she was in, so y'all need to switch or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, first of all, why the fuck is it what she wants? This bitch didn't help pay for shit either. So why did she get to choose where? So now I can feel my face getting hot. I'm heated. Like, Auntie Linda's yelling. My cousin ain't really saying shit because at any moment I could just snap out because, bitch, you had no right to go up in there. First of all, like I said, who do you think you are? You think you're somebody because you drive a Tesla, but also you live in the Weatherstones with no furniture. Bitch, because, why they over here picking favorites? Auntie Linda, you think you her favorite. She done told her all your business. You have no furniture in your apartment and the Weatherstones. So why you can't sleep on a pull-out bed is beyond me. But bitch, don't ever touch my shit again. And if you have a problem with me saying your name or telling the story on the internet or whatever. Just wait a couple months till I drop this baby, and then we can settle it the way we always do. Period. Because I was very upset. So that's how that went. So now I got an attitude. I'm thinking about ruining the family reunion for everybody at this point. Everybody's about to have a bad day. So I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I might just leave here. I packed up my shit about the room, called my grandma. I was like, I'm staying at your place because I'm not about to stay here. Like, period. Got me a ride, went back to the little event center, took my stuff out of Auntie Linda's car, put it into my grandma's car. No, I'm not staying here. But also, a bunch of people staying in my grandma's house. So at this point, I'm like, I'm just about to get a hotel. Like, I got the money to get my own hotel. I really just was staying here because I wasn't trying to spend no money. So I'm like, if the Airbnb got rooms, I'm going to stay in one. But I also have money for a hotel. So I'm like, let me just go get me a hotel and just go relax or whatever and go chill. So I go and get a hotel room. Next thing you know, I'm looking through our shit and some shit's missing. Like, my daughter's headphones and shit is missing. All kinds of shit. So now I'm like, like, am I going to cause a scene, or I'm just going to keep it cute and hit Auntie Linda up and just be like, look, where's my headphones? That's why I didn't want nobody touching my shit, because where's my baby's headphones? They're brand new. I just bought them, and they're not cheap either. They're not no cheap little headphones. So I'm texting her like, I haven't seen them. I don't know. Now all of a sudden, nobody knows where my baby's shit is. So I'm like, okay, let me not just make a scene, because I already know I'm going to see all these people tomorrow at the actual family reunion. This is just like a little event before the family reunion actually happens. So I'm like, I'm just going to keep it cute, keep it cordial, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I am pregnant, and I do have my daughter with me, and like I said, I am trying to break the cycle. So my daughter's over here asking me like, Mama, are you going to cause a scene? Like, on the phone, people, I think my mom's going to cause a scene tomorrow. It's like, I don't want her to think of me that way, so I won't go to the family reunion. I just keep it cool. I don't really interact with my cousin like that. I'm just like, I'm just going to be the bigger person. I'm not really going to even say anything. But I definitely was offended. And if it ever comes up again after I give birth, I'm not going to be the bigger person. Because I'm ready. Because I feel like, if you have a problem. So, long story short, I didn't cause the scene at the family reunion. I let it be what it was. And we had a good time. And I'm always going to be the life of the party because motherfuckers love me. And I don't have to ever pretend to be anything. And I do have furniture in my house in Green Valley. And I don't live in the Weatherspoons. I also drive a Honda Civic that's broken down in the front. But guess where I go home to? Bitch, a 3-story house that has fully furnished motherfucking furniture up in there. Anyway, besides that, it was a good family reunion. I didn't end up driving back with Auntie Linda because hell no. My stress levels were already here, and it's bad for the baby. So I drove back with my cousin, and it was a peaceful ride. I actually went to sleep. I was on my phone. It was very, very demure, very mindful, or whatever, very classy. And that's how I drove back, and we got home. And we ended up having some good pictures from it. It was actually a good experience. I got to see all my older relatives. They about 80, 90 and shit. So, I was talking to them. It was cool overall. And I'm glad I didn't react the way I would have. Because that could have been really bad. That could have been bad for everybody. And it would have been the only story that people could talk about is how Key snapped the fuck out and beat up her auntie and her cousin before the family reunion when we're supposed to be a family or whatever. I'm like, I don't want to be the bad guy, so I just, whatever. I'm gonna let it go unless you got a problem with this video, then we can bring it back up in about 6 months. Because anyway, but whatever. Next topic, my pregnant women. Speaking of pregnancy, what are you guys going through? What are you experiencing? I want to know what you guys' cravings are, because I honestly want to try some of y'all cravings, because y'all be weird as fuck, like low key, and what y'all be eating. And I'm like, some of my cravings, when I actually get my craving, like it makes the nausea go away. Like I feel like that's literally what the baby wants at the time. And if I don't eat it right then I'll be sick until I actually get what I want or what I'm craving. But that could just be me. I could just be weird. And as far as everything overall, I'm tired and I'm over it. But some people like to be pregnant, so by all means, unless you bitches are lying and you're really tired too. But more power to you if you really do like being pregnant, because it's hard. But I'll keep you guys updated on my journey. Hopefully in a couple weeks, the morning sickness and stuff will go away. That's what I've heard. So I'll talk more about that later. I do want you guys to chime in though, comment on your experience and tell me what you. But anyway, those are my thoughts and opinions, and I want to hear yours. I hope you guys tune in next week. Key with the Tea every Thursday. Let me know. Spill some. Spill some. Hey guys, this is Key. Catch my show every Thursday, Key with the Tea, on Bring It to the Table Colorado on YouTube.